Good morning, folks. Thanks for coming out this morning. It's now 10:02 on the 11th of May. This is a Middle River Club Board meeting. The roll call, Mr. Taransky,
Here.
Mrs. Cook,
Here.
and myself. There is a quorum of the board. I don't know where Mr. Sager is, and I guess I don't know how to say his last name. Is not available.
Right.
I was not aware of that. So the next item on the agenda is the acceptance, rejection of the previous board meeting of December 1st, 2022. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
Is there a second?
Yeah.
Mrs. Cook, motion seconded by Mr. Taransky. Is the board in approval? Mr. Taransky?
Yes.
Mrs. Cook?
Yes.
Myself, yes. The next item on the agenda is the board reorganization and the registered agent. Currently, there is Mr. Sager as president, Mrs. Cook as secretary, Mr. Taransky is director, I think Wendelin was director, and myself as treasurer. Do you want to keep those titles? What does the board want to do?
I'd like to keep the title of secretary.
Okay, and president,
Not me.
That would be Fred.
Fred, director,
Yes, that's fine with me.
Craig will be director and treasurer. There's a first, Mrs. Cook, is that, are you making a motion?
Yes, I make a motion.
A second,
I second the motion.
the board is in agreement.
Yes.
Mr. Taransky?
Yes.
Myself, yes. As many of you know, I do the management for River Shores, and I've been trying to get away from that for a while now. It's been fairly difficult to find a replacement. Yes, it is kind of funny because we've interviewed several people, and yeah. Anyway, at some point it's going to happen, and let's hope it's sooner than later. And this is just to advise when that does come. River Shores will be hiring somebody. And right now, there's a presumption that I get paid for Middle River Club. I do not. It's purely voluntary. So, that's not reality in the real world. So whoever is going to do this, it's going to be a River Shores manager, and there will be a reimbursement required, because everything runs out of that office. It was offered some years ago to have matters run out of River Terrace or River Bend, and neither wanted to do it, so that's where it remains at River Shores office. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to accept the reimbursement for the new MRC.
When that takes place, it's not today. It will happen at some point.
Right.
And you're saying this won't happen until
I'm done.
you're done?
It would be today if I could, but it's not.
Volunteers for MRC.
Yeah, I do not get paid.
Yeah.
Second,
Yes.
is the board in agreement?
Yes.
Okay. We all agree. You've been given the pool bids, another crazy situation, but we finally got a bid that seemed to be in the area of reasonable. I just got it Monday. So is there a motion for any of the bids or to discuss it? What would you like to do?
It seemed like
Can't hear you.
in reviewing the different bids, the one from Concrete Designs seemed fairly comprehensive to me. They did both the resurfacing and the deck. The others, it was hard to tell.
And that was part of the complication that some people don't grasp. To get them to come out is a chore and a half. To remind them to send the proposal is another chore. To get the pool leak detection, once I was able to get them on the phone, it took 3 weeks. everybody thinks this all happens in a day or two. So to answer your question, yes, the concrete designs, we used him originally for this when it was done 10 years ago, as well as the River Shores Hayfred flooring. So we're up to the pool bids.
Oh, man, good.
Where was I? So they've done work here before. I think, did they do your building, concrete designs?
It was
Or was it
before me.
River Terrace? I think they did one of the two buildings. I think it was your building, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, again.
So the guy is amenable, he's good, he did a really good job when we had the ground floor done again at River Shores. He did, you know, a good job. So is that the motion?
No, I'm not making him, I'm just,
Oh.
that's the one that I just found most comprehensive.
Oh, okay.
I'd be interested to hear what other people thought.
Okay.
Well, I think that Concrete Designs has the most to offer at the best price. And we've had good experience with them in the past. One of these companies I won't mention, it's the high-priced one. We're already doing business with them, it's unsatisfactory.
It's the current pool
So
people.
the current pool people, yeah. I'm favoring Concrete Designs.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Fred?
Yeah, the concrete designs.
You too?
Okay. So I presume there's, I don't even know, what was it, like 37,000, something like that?
No, it was a total of 69.
The concrete, oh, well, no, we're doing just the pool bids. No, do just the pool bids.
So we're not gonna do the deck?
Well, no, that's the next item.
Oh,
No, they're
sorry.
doing
Okay.
separate. No,
Yeah,
we
I was
wanted to,
combining the
because
prices.
what happened,
Yeah.
some did one,
Right.
so, yeah, let's do one thing at a time. So we're discussing just the pool. So the pool bid was for 37, I think. So I also do not know, I presume a permit is required. So that will be an additional, I don't know. So there's a motion for for the pool bid, motion for concrete designs for the 37 whatever, plus
750.
37,750 plus, I don't know, why don't we add like another $4,000 for permits, 10%?
Okay.
I guess, I don't know. I have no idea what they get. So, 37,750 plus 4 is 41,750. Is there a motion for concrete at 41,750?
Yeah. I'll motion
Fred,
that.
is there a second?
I'll second it.
Peg, a second. Is the board in agreement?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Taransky, yes. Mrs.
Yes.
Cook, Mr. Sager, myself, yes. The next item
I'm
is,
sorry, I just wanna ask a quick question, just to go back, Tony. Have you ever dealt with all seal exteriors?
no. They had a great website. I thought they were around the corner. They moved up to Pompano.
Yeah.
I had to call him to revise, the bid was not detailed. That's what he sent back. And then there was an unknown on that one.
The back pages, it looked like pictures of somebody else's schematics.
Yeah, it
It was
just,
crazy, yeah.
you know, and then
Yeah,
I
no,
thought maybe, what was it, 17,000? I thought, what kind of job is that gonna be? You know, it just
Right,
was
wasn't-
not,
It was not a comprehensive proposal, and they also said the cost wasn't set in stone.
Right.
That's why I was just wondering if you
Yeah.
ever done.
and the 66,000 one, that was somebody knew. To get him here was a problem. To get the bid was a problem. I don't think he really wanted to do the job, quite
Well,
honestly.
he really didn't provide much of
I
anything.
reminded him it's a board, he understood, you know, you have to look at the details. It is what, and the 123 was just not even reality. The next item on the agenda is the deck bids. Some were combined, so I think the one from Concrete Designs, they're going to do the sides as well. And I don't remember, what was that, 32?
2407. No, sorry, wait,
No, it's
that's,
30 something.
yeah, it was,
Tony, I don't know what you were pointing at. Did you
Well,
say
I
the
have
size, the ridge?
20,407.
The
Oh,
side
okay.
of the building.
Right.
And
Thank you.
11,000 for the actual deck.
got it, yeah, you're correct.
So total,
32,143.50.
That was-
And again, I don't think there's a permit required, but
Yeah, that was a total of almost $70,000.
yeah, whatever that total is.
Yeah.
So 41,750 plus. So the board wants to make a motion for concrete designs as well.
Yes.
Bruce, second, is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
The board is in agreement?
Sure.
Fred, Peg, Bruce, myself, yes. Deck bids, wait a second, so wait a minute, we got 32,143, and we'll just round that up to 1,042.
Tony, I'm not sure I saw it, I could have passed it. What was the warranty for concrete designs? Did they give you one, as far as like if something breaks in a certain period of time?
For the flooring, the deck,
Yeah, I might have missed it, I just didn't see it.
let's look.
10-year on the pool.
The pool.
Let me see that.
I don't think they really guarantee cracks forever. I will speak with him, but I don't know.
Okay.
I can mention it to him. I'll put that in the notes. Warranty. I mean, he did a really good job on the, he put, what do you call that?
Expansion cracks?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So he, he's gonna have to see where everything's at, and
He does a good job.
he does a good job. That's what I know.
When you ask him that, can you ask, do they use, there is a concrete material with bacteria in it that you put in cracks, and then it grows concrete. So then when you have big cracks and stuff, you don't have to redo things. Say structurally in the building, in buildings, I've seen it.
Okay,
Does he
I'll
ever-
ask him.
Does he ever use anything like that? Say something.
I would
spouts.
almost doubt it, but I will ask him. Okay. So the board is in agreement. The next item is Mr. Hayes' complaint with the city. You all got a copy of it. The city wanted to make sure the board got a copy, and I said we were having a meeting and everything. So let's go over that. I'm sorry, before we do that, one other thing. I do not know about the pool company, the current cleaners. Are they gonna have to be let go, and they require a 30-day notice? So the board is in agreement to let them go and then reconsider them or a different company, in the future after the pool is done. Is that acceptable?
Yes, we don't want to be paying them to clean a pool that's under construction.
Correct. So to let them go as soon as I know when,
As soon as we know when the construction or whatever, the renovation is gonna start, yeah, it's fine with me.
okay, so the board is in agreement.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm pretty sure it's a 30-day notice.
Yeah, it'll just be less hassle than hiring a new company and then giving them a break or whatever.
Well, yeah, and then we'll decide, because I don't think we're very happy with this expensive pool company. So, we received something from Aaron Richter, who is a enforcement code compliance with the city. And the items were as follows, and these were, Mr. Haig from Riverbend complained. Number one, the pool area has several places that are missing concrete, which are sharp and tripping hazards. So, Ms. Richter provided pictures. I explained that we had fixed it temporarily because I think it was the state that came in that said the area was, needed to be replaced, and I said we couldn't have a board meeting. I don't know if we were in COVID or there was problems. I explained that, probably the guy who did the repair, did good work. I said, but what happens, some people decided to chip the areas and then bring it to a board meeting or throw it at you or whatever. The second issue is the rim around the pool is cracked and has missing concrete. That will be taken care of, obviously, with the renovation. Again, it was an issue of waiting for these bids. As I said, the last one came in Monday, and I had been on him to get it to me as soon as possible. The sign that says warning lifeguard on duty, no problem. Steve took care of it. There were electrical boxes missing lids. Why they were missing lids, who knows? That has been fixed. The termites in the wooden sauna area, Steve took care of. Number 6, cracked sidewalk leading to River Shore's east entrance from the pool. That was done, and the concrete designs will take care of that. That was when we had the trees trimmed. They went over it. So, yes, it should have been fixed better. The number 7, the entranceway to the east door of River Shores is missing concrete and could be a tripping hazard. The issue why that, again, that's a River Shores. It shouldn't be brought up here, but since we're going over this, we thought it would be good to bring it up. The dumpster, the city's dumpster has hard wheels on it, and it tends to destroy that, whatever is there, concrete, Chattahoochee, whatever product is there. So I asked Aaron to speak to the city about changing the wheels. Again, that has nothing to do with the Middle River Club, but it seems it's a concern from a resident of River Bend. Oh, and besides, we also had that floor, again, Concrete Designs did that. It wasn't, I think, but a couple of years ago. And that was put off because I wanted to do it at the same time when we did this 10 years ago, but because of all the problems and fighting and COVID and all nonsense, it was all put off. Number 8, the barbecue pits are very loose. Steve took care of that. And number 9, missing paint on the floor of the clubhouse. Again, I had that bid from Concrete Designs going back a couple of years. He had to revise it. It was originally $29,000. I think Wendelin had gotten some bids or something with the thing. We had looked at it, but we couldn't make a decision. Number 10, cracked median on the north side of River Shores parking lot and south of River Terrace. Yes, the median is cracked. When the garbage men come, they hit it. I explained that, it is what it is. The city does that stuff. Number 11, the electrical box missing on the north side of River Shores. That's a TV cable issue. That company has been told multiple times about leaving the box open. Why they leave it open, or maybe somebody opens them, I do not know, but that was taken care of. The light fixtures on the shuffleboard have been replaced. True, that was looked at. I think I got them at a really good price, so maybe it was worth waiting for it. And then finally, the landscape issue on the perimeter of the fence. Erin said she does not take care of that. There was another gentleman in the city. I wrote him. They do not want vines up there. They want some sort of hedge. So the last conversation was, because that ficus was dead and the white fly had really devastated it, I asked him for the ordinance that requires us to replace a hedge that was dead and fight, the white fly. So he has not gotten back to us on that. So that just brings us up to speed about the situation here. I was informed from Aaron that there's more complaints coming, which, I don't know how we all want to do this in the future. Do we all want to start looking at everybody's little mistakes and whatever? But it's, we could waste time with that. I know for River Shores, we had our 50-year building inspection done by an engineer, and he walked the place with Stephen. Oh, by the way, that included the clubhouse. And when I say there was very minimal items that really, they were so minimal to be taken care of, that were easily taken care of, except for unit owners and their air conditioning.